You know, I actually didn't have much of a desire to talk about this because everyone else has, but the gaming media would not shut up about it. So finally I just said, fuck it, fine, I'll talk about it too. The incident in question I'm talking about is a video game journalist slash reviewer, and yes, he is a reviewer, I'll get to that in a minute, had video gameplay of his first play session of a new game, Cuphead, published on the game website's YouTube channel, and it was horrible. I cannot stress this enough. This was not that it was just bad by normal standards. This was bad by human cognitive ability standards. This was just a classic example of lack of understanding on a neurological level. And that's what a lot of people had against it. Not that, a gaming reviewer should be a master of any game that they pick up first try. No, no, no. It's a matter of, this is a game journalist who could not understand that jumping on enemies was bad 20-some times after doing it. A couple times is excusable. You're just figuring out a new game, you're figuring out what the differences are in this between other things that are similar. 20 times, there is no justification. Hell, I'm even giving him the benefit of the doubt with that one, because probably the biggest offense that people saw from this was that it took him a full minute and a half to get past a jumping part of a tutorial that had on the screen, really big like that, the instructions for how to do it and what button to press. It's kind of baffling that this exists. And then, of course, the media went full wagon circle mode, because if you insult one of us, you insult us all. Oh, by the way, there's no collusion at all going on in the gaming media. That's just a really weird coincidence that we're this defensive over every single one of us. Of course, first thing was, well, you don't have to be a master to play video games. You don't have to be a great artist to be an art reviewer. No, we're not saying that. We're not saying master. We're saying basic human understanding, which this person seems to have lacked. It lacked in a extremely severe way, I might add. Then there were cries of, and I shit you not, skill shaming, as if we were fetishizing being masters of mechanics or controls, and that anyone who wasn't up to that level was a horrible human being. Once again, no, thank you, straw man. The main complaint that's going around is basic understanding, especially on the part of a gaming journalist. If you are a gaming journalist in this, well, just in general, you are held to a slightly higher standard than your average Joe. And people would be pissed at an average Joe who displayed this level of just complete incompetence on a basic level. Then came the cries of, well, he's actually not a gaming reviewer, so you people are, he's just a person that talks about gaming news and industry insider information stuff, so you people are pissed at nothing. In his own words, in the article that came out, basically where he was somewhat defending himself, he said that he does review games, but only about a dozen a year. So where you got the he's not a game reviewer thing, I don't know. Because he does review games. There are scores attached to them. You can look it up on the fucking website. There was the excuse of, well, he's making fun of himself, so you can't make fun of him. I don't see how that makes any level of sense at all. I don't even know what to say to that. You can't make a joke about something because someone beat you to the punch. Is that what you're getting at? It just goes on and on and on, and so many people jump to this guy's defense. So many non-gaming journalists as well, which made me wonder what exactly is the whole purpose of defending this guy that you people get. I don't help me to understand, why are you defending him in general? This is a guy that it was just some random schmuck before all this happened that no one had heard of, and people are just making fun of the fact that he has a lack of basic understanding, an extreme lack of it. And it's not that this is just a single incident, too. People actually looked into his history because he's been a gaming journalist for 20-odd years. About 10 years ago, he did a review, an actual review of Mass Effect 1, which he gave a really shit score to because, and I am slightly paraphrasing his response article to why he did it, he forgot that giving talent points, essentially leveling up in the game, was a thing. Yep. He forgot that in an RPG, leveling up was a thing. Game reviewer. Yep. See what I'm getting at here? This isn't just a one-time occurrence of derpitude. This is basically a lifetime of showing that he has a extreme lack of understanding of even the most basic concepts of playing a video game. Now, he may be an expert of industry information or hardware things, I don't know. And he may be a great journalist in general, I don't know. I'm not calling any of that into question. What I'm calling into question is the fact that he is a reviewer who doesn't seem to understand how game works. Which is hilariously telling of the video game media industry at large, which I guess is what the media took offense to, because this guy was basically a joke that could be used against them. But you need to learn to take a joke and move on, because I wouldn't be talking about this if the media hadn't circled their fucking wagons 10 times over. I'm sure a lot of people who kept talking about it wouldn't be talking about it if the media hadn't gotten so defensive over it. Just realize we done fucked up and move on. It's not that hard. It really isn't. This isn't a matter of skill shaming, as I've said that it's been said. This isn't a matter of fetishizing. Fetishizing. That is a really hard word for some reason. Excellent gameplay. This isn't a demand of mastery of any new game. Whatever excuse has been thrown out, and there have been a lot of them for some reason, it's not a matter of that. As I have kept saying, to the point of nauseam, it's a matter of basic understanding. He didn't have it. He should not be reviewing games. I have no problem with him talking about the industry at large, but he should not be reviewing games, and yet people are defending him as if he was some sort of holy object that you could not talk about. It's weird. And this is sort of like just a microcosm of everything wrong with the gaming industry all in one shot. It's and the best part is the gaming media industry probably does not realize it themselves, that they will probably never see that they are doing everything that we say they do all the fucking time in this one shot. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some lessons will be learned. I doubt it. But an idiot can dream, can't he? This has been Math Machine. Not saying get good, but get a brain to help you understand shit. Peace out.